Today we're talking about all the best female frontwomen in metal, and there's probably going to be loads I've missed off this list, but, you know, that's what the comments are for, so pop down below all the people I've missed off, but today we're giving some love to the ladies. That's right, we're going to be talking and ranking some of the best frontwomen in metal, and there's so many good ones. I didn't really want to do it in an order like F to S, because there's not a lot of bad ones. When I was going through the list of loads of the frontwomen that I really love, there was no like bad ones I could see, so we're going to go from good to the best. So the best is like the ones that I love the most. Good is the ones I think are pretty good, pretty talented, but they just don't, they don't do it for me as much as some of the others. But all of these bands and all of these frontwomen are fantastic, and you should definitely check every single one out. So, with all that out the way, let's get stuck in with this tier list. I'll pop it down in the description so you can do it for yourself. This is actually one of the rare ones I've made myself. I'm not just stolen from someone. So I'll pop it down in the comments so you guys can try along at home. But let's start off with Anek. Anek from The Gathering, and she's in loads of other like compilation kind of things. Like she's done duets with like Devin Townsend, a lot of the Devin Townsend albums, and Arion, stuff like that, and she's just a fantastic singer. Just right off the bat, fantastic. And a lot of the other stuff aren't quite metal that she does. Some of the solo stuff, but even those are just really great. She's a good singer. I'd even go so far as to say she was great. I think she's a great singer. Not just a good singer, she's a great singer. But there's others I like more. So even though her voice is fantastic, she's gone in great tier. Because again, there is no mid. It's just good to excellent. So next up, we have In This Moment, Maria Brinks. Really cool band, fun band, very popular, one of the most popular bands on this list. But I'm going to put her in good. She has got a good voice. It's fun and catchy, but there's a style of singer I like more, and you'll realise that in the list as we get through it. Her style is pretty good. It's good for the music, the more fun, upbeat kind of stuff. But it's not my style. It's not my tempo. Like a Whiplash. Not quite my tempo. Next up, we have Angela Gossow from ex-Arch Enemy fame, and her screams were legendary. Like, her screams were insane. She's set the benchmark for it, and everyone else was following her. She's pretty damn great, in my opinion. I think I prefer Anek's voice. I might bump her up to excellent. I'm not sure yet. You know what? I will. I'm going to bump her up to excellent, because just the singing voice is too good. But yeah, Angela's screams, fantastic. And look who's next. Alyssa from Arch Enemy, who took over. Now, I think she's great as well, but I feel like Angela's better. I always preferred Angela's voice better, which is why she's one bit higher than Alyssa. But Alyssa's still great, but I don't like her as much. She's been in other stuff, like with Camelot, duetting, and some other bands duetting, but I just prefer Angela for me. They're both great, though. Next up, Anna Murphy, ex-Elevate, and Stella Darling, who is phenomenal, and is going to be the first one in the best. I love her voice. It's phenomenal. Like, it's so unique as well. Avalanche. I love Stella Darling. Like, both the albums. The Spell album she did is actually album of the year. If you go back on my channel, it was album of the year. That's how good they are. Progressive metal band. And I know a lot of people say female-fronted metal band. They're just bands. Like Arch Enemy is a melodeath band, Stella Darling is a progressive metal band. There just happen to be female singers in them. But yeah, I think she's fantastic. Got that Celtish kind of vibe as well. So good, so good. Next up is Annette Olsen of Nightwish, the second Nightwish singer. And it's in the good tier for me. I was never a big fan. I do like the albums she's in, but I don't think that style suits me as much. I think she's a good singer, and she does well with the songs she's given, but, again, like I said, not quite my style, and I feel like Floor and Taja, never pronounce her name, are just better. So, yeah. Next up is Courtney from Spirit Box. I like her, I think she's got some powerful notes. So I think she's going to go in great tier. I do prefer her to some of these. I think actually she'd go to the top of great tier. I've seen her live. I've seen a lot of these live. I'll tell you the ones I've seen. I've seen Spirit Box live. I've seen Arch Enemy live with Alyssa, and I'll go through the others that I've shown. Sadly, I've not seen Stella Darling live, but I really want to. Yeah, really fun stuff. Completely packed tent when we saw her. Everyone was going crazy. The screams are insane. You know, we got all the screamers in the great tier. But yeah, no, she's fantastic. Great frontwoman, and I love her. Christina Scabbia is next from Lacuna Coil, and she is just fantastic as well. I like that she's a gamer, which is pretty... She's a gamer girl! No, but she's actually really fun. Instagram's cool. I like her a lot. I've seen her live, and she kills it. So I'm gonna put her in great. You know what? I'm gonna put her in great. I think she's good. I'm gonna put her at the top of great. But I do think there's other styles and sounds I like better. But it's still great. Lacuna Coil is one of the best bands. There's a lot of albums as well. The newer ones are really good, quite heavy. Next up, we have the best out of everyone. That's correct, Simone Simmons. My favourite, easily, hands down, just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Seen her live twice. At her own show and at a festival appearance, and it's just so good. Saw her last year with the Snakes Breathing Fire. The new songs live, fantastic. The fact I love the kind of high, kind of vocals. The very high, feminine like vocals are probably my favourite, which is why Simone is very, very high into the best here. Every song's fantastic. Cry for the Moon, Chasing the Dragon, like all these songs are just phenomenal. I could put another tier just for her, but I'm not going to go that fanboy. But she is the best. Just know that. The tip top of the iceberg. Next up, we've got some black metal vocalists. We have Obscura from Asagram, and I think she's really damn good. I think she is... Oh, do I put her in excellent, or do I put her with the other screamers? Oh, I think she's excellent. I think she is excellent. Like, the screams are just harrowing, and just... It feels like you are listening to like a black metal band of the 90s or something. It just fits in well with all the others. And it's hard to do that. Like, I didn't even know, what gender was singing when I was listening to it. It didn't really fucking matter. But when I was listening to it, I was like, holy crap, this guy is like insane. And I looked and I was like, a girl? That is impossible. But yeah, that's how good she is. Sounds exactly like a male screamer. And that's hard to do. There is another one I've put on here, yeah, Holder Mars, who's also fantastic and just she just has a way about the singing which is just emotional, but also just terrifying, and I love it. That style, I love black metal, so of course they're going in excellent tier for me. Love them. Doro is next, and Doro for me... where's Doro gonna go? She has like a rough kind of voice, like the more rock and roll kind of stuff, and she's the legend. If it was a legend, it'd be up here. But for my personal taste, I like the, again, cleaner kind of stuff more. So I'm tempted to put her in great. I'm gonna put her in great. Yeah. Floor is next. Floor Jansen. I've seen Nightwish live, and she kills it. She's going to the top of excellent. Not quite the best, which will trigger all the Nightwish fans. I love her, but I like these two more, so they gotta go want like quite a bit more. So there's a big gap in that. But Floor's just fantastic live as well, singing the Tarja songs. She nails every single one. She's fantastic. One of the best frontwomen in metal. She's cool as hell. Speaking of Amy Lee, who I also saw live last year, is just insane. Live, like, oh my god, her pipes bellows out, and you could hear it from like the back of the stage. I was at the front barrier, but it was so loud you could definitely hear it from the back. Insane vocals. The albums, some of them are okay, some of them are fantastic, but singing wise, and she's just phenomenal. Next up, we have the Arcona singer, Masha, and she is really good as well. I'd probably put her there. Personally, I think she's excellent. Seen her live, and it was just so cool. Like, with all the kind of Viking-esque kind of style, this pagan black metal. Fun, funky, great vocals. Next up is Elise from Amaranth, and I'm going to put her on top of good. I like Amaranth quite a lot. Really fun band live as well. Seen it twice. Gets the crowd going. Really cool personality. Cool songs. Love all the albums. It's just like vocal style. I prefer the more screamy stuff, and then the more kind of beautiful voices. Hers is in that kind of pop vein, similar as the other two singers here. Next up was Charlotte, from the solo stuff and also from Delane, who I got to see when she was singing, which is fantastic. And the songs, the albums with her on are just beautiful, amazing. The new singer's great as well, but yeah, I like the old stuff, so I'm going here in excellent tier. It's just that good. Next up, we have Clementine, which is a great name, from Visions of Atlantis. Really fun band as well. The latest album, Pirates, is great. I'm going to put her in great tier. Probably top of great tier. Just because I like her style of singing more than some of the death metal kind of growls. So, yeah, there you go. Next up, we have Tarja from Nightwish, and she's going right alongside Floor. Love them both. She has amazing pipes, and just, if it was an objective list, these two would be in the best. I'm very close to putting them both in the best, but I'm not going to. This is going to be Oh, am I though? This is hard. It's either top of excellent or best, and I might bump it. Because in actual retrospect, I actually think I like her albums and her singing more than Amy Lee's, so probably do it like that. Yeah? Sorry, Floor fans. But yeah, her albums, like Once, is just a masterpiece. Wishmaster, Angels Fall First, they're all great. Next up is Larissa from Venom Prison. Crazy vocals live, really intense, really heavy, and it's probably going to go there. It's probably going to go at the bottom of excellent, just because I like her growls more than I do the Arch Enemies and Spirit Box growls. I think her growls are just intense as anything. Next up, we have Tatiana from Ginger, who is just phenomenal. It's either going to go... Oh, yeah, it's going to go in the best. Sorry, Emily, you get knocked down. It's just how it rolls. I saw her last year and it's insane. Like, her clean singing is beautiful and amazing. Got the funk to it as well, and then the growls are just as good as Venom Prison's. Like, she can do it all. It's the best. Next up is Melissa from Oceans of Slumber, who was an underrated prog metal band, but her vocals are so good. Her vocals are really good. I don't know whether to put her top of great or excellent. I'll probably put her top of great. Very underrated, and just the music as well is just so good. Definitely check out Oceans of Slumber for prog metal fans. And it has like the death metal stuff in it as well, so you might like it. Next up is Sue Metal from Baby Metal. Controversial one. A lot of people will put her up here. I like her, and I think she's a great singer, but I'm going to put her top of great. I can hear the screams already. She's a great singer. She is. It's just, style-wise, I'd rather listen to Evanescence, Floor, Annette, Charlotte. You know what I mean? I just would. That's the only reason. But her singing live as well, I've seen her live, is amazing. Really gets the crowd going. Everyone's going insane. I lost my coat in the mosh pit, like an idiot. Tied it around my waist. Who does that? Who brings a coat to a mosh pit? Anyway, the mosh pit was crazy. Yeah, great. Nothing but good words to say. It's just I prefer some of the others. Next up is Mirka. Amelie. I'm putting her in good. Probably I think she's unique, fun, in like the black metal setting, but I just prefer these other black metal singers. I have nothing against her. I think she's great. It's just, for me, good. Taylor Momsen, also good. Probably the Pretty Reckless singer. She was also Cindy Lou Who. I like her. It's just, again, more in that kind of hard rock, almost pop kind of stuff. Kind of like Maria from In This Moment. So, good tier for me. Sharon from Within Temptation is absolutely fantastic. And she's probably going to go there. Or even there. I think her pipes live again, insane. Like, that's the kind of singing I love. Like, Simone and Sharon and Taja, those singers are like peak. I could bump Flora up into that category as well, and Evanescence, but no, but those singers are peak. And every song, like Ice Queen, Mother Earth, they're all fantastic. Next up is Lizzie Hale, absolute icon from Hailstorm, who I saw last year, and I was actually trying to watch another band. I was just walking past, and her singing was so powerful, it pretty much covered the whole of the field, and I was like, oh my god. I was just walking to go see another band, like some extreme metal band, and then her vocals drawed me in, and I was like, this is insane. Not a band I've been into as much as all these others. It's just, that style, that rocky style, isn't really for me. But then, after seeing her live, I was like, this is fantastic. She's one of the best singers I've heard. But, style-wise, again, probably not for me, like album-wise, but I'm still going to put her in excellent because the singing just blew me away. Not really listened to any of the albums. This is the one where I'm like, I don't really know, but style-wise, singing capacity-wise, blew me away, and I definitely need to check them out more because, holy hell, she can sing. She can sing. So that is my list for female frontwomen ranked. My top ones, Simone, Anna, Taya, Sharon, and Tatiana. I think they're just fantastic. Amy Lee and Floor could easily get bumped up. Like, I could easily do that. Easily. And it looks a bit more uniform. So maybe we will. And then, all these other singers are great. But I do have a certain style, as you can see. So yeah, let me know your favourites down below in the comments. Do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? Rabble, 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 rabble. Let me know and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.